The one marketing channel that is being overlooked by most wholesalers. Guys, this is Rick in, and today I'm going to exploit a little known secret I've known about a long time ago. I doubled down on it over 10 years ago, and I'm here to tell you it is still working today, and you're crazy if you're not doing it. It's called probates. You see, wholesaling has this interesting thing. I've been doing it for 21 years, and there's patterns. And the one thing I've learned of being a marathon wholesaler and doing this 21 years is the tried and true methods will always survive anything that happens in the market. Probates is a basic function, meaning there's no variables in it. The only thing that would change is technology with the court systems. So let's start out with what is a probate. A probate is a legal process when somebody passes away to wrap up their final affairs, specifically when properties, vehicles, boats, and things are titled in their name. A person who's passed away cannot transfer title, so they need a court action to make this legal. So basically what I'm telling you, probates is a way of life. No matter what happens with technology, everything, people are always going to pass away. It is inevitable for you, for me, for everybody. This is why you need to double down on probates. In fact, if you're not doing probates, you are missing out on one of the most proven wholesale methods that are out there. Guys, death doesn't go away. It's a fact of life. And if we know it is a staple, and we can derive great motivated seller leads from it, why aren't you doing it? The reason I didn't do it when I first started in my first 7 years of wholesaling is, I realized you kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies, freaked me out a little bit. Felt like I was an ambulance chaser. And after a while, I found out they were actually the best deals. I found them by accident. So I decided, what if we found them on purpose? And here's what I found out with probates. Let me sum the benefits of working with probates. Number one, they are the perfect lead for a brand new wholesaler. You're thinking, well, no, you got to be like majorly experienced. You don't. In fact, you don't have to know much at all about probates. In fact, my first 5 deals, I didn't even know what I was doing. My job was to go out and find PRs, which stands for personal representative or executors, depending on what state you are, that were in charge of a probate, and they were the decision maker in selling the property. That's all I had to find. The rest, I got title companies, I got probate lawyers, I got realtors, I got everybody to help me answer all the questions. And after like a year, I pretty much heard it all. I still learn to this date on techniques and procedures and probates. And I found out some of the biggest problems that I could easily solve for people in probate. And I've offered those services. In fact, I've been so successful doing it. I'm one of the most prolific trainers in probate investing, specifically for wholesalers in the entire world. Why? Because I'm really good at it. And I actually enjoy doing it. So the reason why it's perfect for brand new wholesalers is, number one, you just send them a letter. Now, don't worry if you want to figure out how to do the letter. I'm not going to have you reinvent the wheel. I'm not going to charge you a $5,000 course fee. Just go over to freewholesaling.com and you can download my probate template letter for free. Now, once you get the letter, you're simply going to mail it out and follow the instructions I teach you on how to do probates. Very simple. Go over to freewholesaling.com. All you have to do is find the PRs for the case. You can mail to them, and you can call them. We call it warm calling, and reach out and see if they have an interest in selling the property. Now, the reason why probates are so great for brand new investors is you only have to seek them out. Number two, you just have to talk to them and be a really good listener. And because probate is painful, if you've ever dealt with someone who's passed away, most of these people want to get on with their lives. They don't want the property and they want to get it sold. In fact, most of these properties are out of date. They need complete updating. And here's the secret. Most of them are vacant. What does that mean? As a brand new wholesaler, you get to deal with a vacant property, most likely an out-of-town or out-of-state owner on a property that needs work and that's outdated. Are you seeing a pattern here? In fact, all these things add up for the perfect wholesale deal. Why? Because you get flexibility. If you want to close it sooner, I'll teach you how to close it sooner. I actually learned an incredible marketing tactic by being so deep in probates, and I basically taught sellers or PRs or executors how they can actually sell the house before the probate's done. And I taught them how to use this as a call to action to get an appointment with anybody who wants help with their probates. In fact, you don't have to know much about probates at all. I teach you all how to do it at freewholesaling.com. But because of these conditions, they're vacant, they need tons of repairs, it's out-of-state owners, you have a lot of time. You can close quickly. You can take a long time to close. It doesn't matter. It means you have time to go out and find a cash buyer to take over your contract and make big fees. And here's the really cool part. The average probate deal we do in our company is over 3 times more profitable than the average assignment contract on a wholesale deal. So instead of taking a $10,000 deal, I can now make 30. And if I have a $30,000 deal, you can make 90,000. Why? Because it is the perfect scenario. But I'm thinking like, Rick, my God, if I'm brand new, how hard is this going to be? It's super simple. There's only 2 ways to attack probate leads. Number 1, you simply mail them a letter, not a postcard, nothing like that. You don't need a mail house. I teach you how to do this in your own home. You send it out once a week, or maybe you're hyper aggressive and do it twice a week like I did, and you push. Now, the key with probates is you have to be extremely consistent. Most people quit after 90 days. So you only need 1 or 2 of these deals to change your life. You have to be consistent. You're not going to get a ton of phone calls, but when you get them, you have to be very, very polite, very careful. And here's the keys, guys. Here are the 2 keys to probates that I teach. And I'm going to sum it up real quick without giving you a 4-hour video. Number 1, you're going to be the best listener you've ever been in your life. In fact, you're going to get so good at listening, it's going to be hard for you to even talk. You just need to warm up your prospect and get them talking. That is the big secret. Number 2, you have to learn to be empathetic. These are tough positions. You're not going to overcompensate and overdo your condolences because you don't know them. You have to be authentic. The way to be authentic is to listen and be empathetic. And then the last thing you're going to learn is about patience. You have to be patient when doing probates. And most importantly, you have to do it for the long run. If you want to be a sprinter wholesaler, you'll never make it in probates, and that's why the people don't do them and they will never teach them. If you want to be a marathon wholesaler, make big profits, and be in business 20 plus years, make sure you are taking over probates in your local and or virtual market. Now, a couple other little tips on this, because I love probates. Go out and get them on purpose, have intention, and help people that need your help. In fact, you can actually work a full-time job and do probates with your eyes shut, because if you're mailing letters, they're calling you, which is an inbound lead, which gives you a huge advantage. It just takes more time. Or you can be a little bit more aggressive and do what we call warm calling. You skip trace the name or the executor's name, and you just call them. And you simply ask them if you're interested in selling the house on 5th Street. It's that simple. Get them talking and then just let them talk. Don't be like every other investor and try to run them over with a cash offer in the first 5 minutes. These people need time. They need understanding. They need empathy. And they need a good listener. If you think you can fill that role and you are not actually taking on probates right now, what are you waiting for? Guys, I have made an incredible amount of money doing probates, and it wasn't easy when I first did it. Nobody showed me how to do it. I had to do it the hard way. And if you want to learn exactly how to do probates, go over to freewholesaling.com or jump on one of the lives with me and Zach. I'll walk you through it. I'm happy to help you out. Guys, probates have changed my life. They are 3 times more profitable. They're vacant. They're deferred maintenance. And you have the flexibility of selling at any time. And you don't get that crazy hassle of trying to bring in a cash buyer to buy your contract with a homeowner in the property. It's typically vacant, so you can run as many buyers through that property as you want. So let me ask you, do you want to take advantage of probates? Are you overlooking one of the best marketing opportunities as a wholesaler in your market? Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you're not doing probates, you're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing your family a disservice, and honestly, you need to go help people out in this marketplace. I know it sounds rough dealing with people and they die, but this is a fact of life. We all have to step up, and this is a staple of wholesaling. And if you understand the fundamentals of wholesaling, this is going to be here no matter what we do. So if the market's up or down, people are still going to pass away. The actuaries never go away. A certain amount of people are going to pass every day. Why not reach out and help those people? Those properties are going to change hand, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And I want you to become financially free. Most importantly, I want you freedom of your time so you can spend it with your family. Why don't you go out and help people? If you're going to be a good listener and you're patient and you understand about marathon wholesaling and you're committed, go out and do probates. I promise you, you won't regret it. It will change your life. It's changed my life. You know the impact it's had on my family, and I feel like it's my public service to share this with you. So if you need help with any type of probates, reach out to me or Zach. I'm happy to help you out. Go over to freewholesaling.com to find out more information. And guys, if you got value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button so other people can learn the truth of wholesaling and learn how to be a fundamentally sound marathon wholesaler. If that rings your bell, go over to freewholesaling.com. This is Rick Gant, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.